You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for October 27th through the 31st. We're going to talk about Xander getting dumped and Hank Northrop making his debut. And of course, he's the son of Wayne Northrop, who played Roman Brady from 1981, I think, to 1991. And then he also played 2005-2006 Dr. Alex North. So his son is joining the cast. And of course, Wayne passed away late 2024 due to complications of Alzheimer's. All right, as we always do on Early Edition Day, we'll talk about what's coming the rest of this week, then dive into what's ahead for next week. So on Wednesday, October 22nd, we've got Stephanie and Alex planning for the big reveal that she's Anastasia Sands and the upcoming release of her murder mystery book. Plus, Jeremy makes some kind of connection with Thomas, who's his student. And I do wonder if he'll open up to Jeremy about Kat and his dad, Chad. Plus, Mark Greene is out on parole. He's back in Salem. He goes to see the owner of the hospital, E.J. DiMera. And I wonder if Kat's brother is asking to come back to work as a doctor despite the charges he faced for attempted murder on EJ's brother. Mark may wind up with a job at the free clinic if he's not allowed in the main hospital because EJ and Mark shake on something, and it could be EJ rehiring him or just Mark thanking him for taking the time to talk to him. Now, EJ does like Kat, who works for him, so you never know, but it is kind of a tall order. Meanwhile, Rita catches Leo. He is down snooping in the basement construction zone where the free clinic is being built and also the super secret lab. And Leo is poking around where he cut into the drywall so he could rescue Gwen, and EJ's right-hand woman, Rita, is in a hard hat and coveralls overseeing construction, and she finds Leo spying and goes off on him. Plus, Rita has FaceTime with EJ on Wednesday and may report to him that she caught Leo, and she also delivers an important envelope to the boss. Plus, EJ and Leo have a serious conversation on Wednesday at the pub, where EJ is also meeting his brother Chad for lunch, and those two are commiserating about family struggles the DiMeras are suffering. I do wonder if EJ will tell Chad that he met with Mark, his would-be killer. Thursday, October 23rd, we've got Holly and Arianna facing off with the college disciplinary committee over the accidental dorm fire. And there's no proof, of course, that Sophia had given her extra alcohol or anything. So we'll see if they have to pay for damages, doing community service, something like that. They could also be in trouble for underage drinking. Maybe some academic probation is due. Rachel has some memories starting to bubble up, and these worry Marlena a lot, who, of course, is worried about a breakdown. I mean, look what happened to Sophia. Sarah tells Amy some hard truths, and she may confirm the recent paternity test results for her that no, Tate's not the dad, Aaron is. Plus, Sarah may be the one to tell Amy that Sophia is in a mental health spiral since the collapse at the pub, and that Dr. Evans recommends inpatient care somewhere, which generally on Days of Our Lives means a timeout in Bayview. Brady is commiserating with Tate, obviously, over all the drama, but Brady and Tate are dealing with the fact that they've thought for all this time there was a baby coming into the family and then being adopted, and now no baby. It's not theirs at all. Maggie is grilling Xander, and I'm sure it's about the infamous Phillip Beatdown. Then on Friday, October 24th, we're going to wrap up the week on Days of Our Lives with Javi and Leo running into Amy, and she gets more FaceTime with her grandson, Tesoro. She is excited about getting to hold him this week, and she had already said that the kid looks like Sophia's brother, so we'll see. And I can't imagine that Sophia would sign off on Amy getting the baby if Sophia is where she can even speak her mind soon. Alex and Stephanie are dealing with demons from the past, and she may open up more about the kind of things that went on with her and Jeremy. And Alex loses his temper when he and Stephanie run into Jeremy in Horton Town Square. They are basically accusing him of exposing her as Anastasia Sands, when we all know it wasn't Jeremy, it was EJ whispering in Leo's ear. Johnny and Chanel open up about their fears, and obviously they're still worried they won't get a chance to adopt little T. Since Sophia has this selective mutism and has a breakdown, she can't admit to any of the things that she did that made them look like such awful prospects as adoptive parents. Sarah finally shakes the truth out of her husband, Xander, and it looks like he is going to confess that he did beat his brother near to death. And Sarah kicks him out of the house, takes off her ring, says they are done. The week of October 27th through the 31st, this should be when Abe begins tutoring Liam, who is the character played by Hank Northrop. And the actor talked about how excited he was to be working with James Reynolds, who, of course, works so closely with his dad, Wayne Northrop. So the character he's playing, Liam, used to bully Abe's son, Theo, relentlessly in school. We've heard a lot about, Theo's on spectrum issues. That's going to be a recurring theme. So I know that Theo doesn't like that Abe is going to be tutoring Liam. This kid is trouble, so he may not like working with a former cop. And he especially may not like working with Theo's dad in particular. And it's kind of interesting because Abe's not happy that Theo's working with the DiMeras, so dad and son are at an impasse. Sophia may be heading to Bayview. I was wondering if she was faking it, but if she is, she did it very convincingly because Sarah and Marlena both think she's had a legit nervous breakdown. Chad may have an uncomfortable run-in with Mark Greene soon. And we could see Thomas leaving Salem. He's threatened to go with Jack and Jennifer because he's so mad that Chad was seeing Kat and that she lied and pretended to be his dead mom, Abigail. Carrie Christopher exited Days of Our Lives months ago to work on a new project, but they may not address his absence at all and just do off-screen mentions of the kids because that is what they do most of the time. We'll see if they formally have him exited in the storyline. Rachel's memories of the night she shot EJ are beginning to break loose, and it's only a matter of time before she remembers, and she's going to freak out and do some devilish things. And she's supposed to be headed to Bayview to cover the exit of the actress who has left the show, as far as we know, permanently. We'll see. Alex and Stephanie plan to drop some big news about her murder mystery novel, and we are soon going to find out if Jeremy really is a new man or not. Somebody tries to attack Kat and Chad on Halloween, and Alex saves them as a knife-wielding maniac is running loose in Town Square. But this may just be one of those one-off Halloween episodes that are a fantasy or just inexplicably are not part of the storyline or are somebody's bad dream or daydream, something like that. Also, November Sweeps begins October 30th and 31st, so things are going to start ramping up. EJ's hospital lab plans are coming out soon, and we are heading towards the gala launch of the Dr. Tom Horton free clinic that is coming in November.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.